Hey everybody, Kelly Sue with Cleopatra Art Studios, and I'm here to paint the back side. I'm a porch leaner, and I'm gonna paint the Hello Summer Gnome porch leaner. Super cute, super duper cute. All right, let me just get on really quick. I think I'm ready to go. I thought I was. Let's see what we can get done before the dogs lose it. There's a storm coming, so I'm hoping that they'll be okay for us. A-okay. Here we go. I see us now. Turning it down. Boom. Okay. Here we go. So I already painted my board. I used brown and gold and just streaked it with a great big paintbrush. I figured you've seen me do that enough times. You don't need to see me do it again today. Okay. So I'm going to put that aside. Over here. Oops. Well, that almost was catastrophic. All right. So then you have your piece paint kit. All right. So right off the top of the head, you have a sunflower with an insert, and then it kind of looks like the flower from Rapunzel, I think. You do not need this piece. I'm including this piece because it helps everything travel real good, but if you want to use it, go ahead, but it's not really part of this design. So it would go right in here, and we want that negative space to pop through, the background to pop through. We got the beard. We have tutorials on how to paint beards, but I'll walk you through how to do that one. The hat, which is way too big for our regular 18-inch boxes, so your door hanger or porch leaner will be in a big box, and you'll be like, jeez. Okay, and then we're left with the words and the right leg, left leg, and the right leg. I wonder if you guys are back, if I'm backwards. Hold on. Boom, boom. That way. Whoop. Okay, so we have the left leg and the right leg, and we always like to send them glue dotted in this fashion, so you're not like, where's my legs, lady? And then occasionally somebody's still like, I don't understand where the legs are. And so that's why we really like to do these ahead of time, so you guys can see where we're coming from. And if not, then we can make a video for you. Okay, so I'm just gonna do the tape trick. It's sticky side up. I'm just putting them in order. Boom. Okay. And so if you're dyslexic, challenged like me, you're gonna wanna write L for that. The right always has less pieces. I don't know why. That's just the way it is. Super simple. And by doing this, you keep yourself kind of organized. Let me know if you're challenged with being organized. I know I am. Okay, so next is Hello. It's a really nice chunky font. You don't have to tape it down. It's just easier to paint if it's taped down. If it was skinnier font, I'd go vertically, but I'm gonna go ahead and go with the tape. And then the butterfly. You can get as fancy with that as you want. Not at all. You guys figure it out. These all come out so different and amazing. What you guys were able to do with the spring Hello Gnome, or Hello Spring Gnome, blew me away. Yes, I painted that one too. And we try to put the link to this tutorial on our Shopify store, so it's easy for you to find. But then obviously if you just watched or followed us on YouTube, you'd get that notification also. So where the people make the mistakes is they flip their piece over and they paint the wrong side. Typically a couple glasses of wine are involved, but we're not judging at all. I have a new shirt on today. I'm hoping not to get paint on it. And it reads, you are worthy. I want to say worthy though, because of how it's separated. Okay, so how do you tell? Typically you look at all your wood and it should have similar, what's the word? Texture, stain, what have you. If you happen to pop it over, this one's much darker than the rest, but if you look at the edges, they'll have a little bit of torching on it, just a little bit. So on this, it's not so important that you keep it right, but on some of the designs that are more like puzzles, then yes. So if you're just joining us, we are painting our, hello, where's my photo? Our hello spring, oh, sorry, hello summer gnome. And this photo is from Miranda P. She's one of our painters, customers, and she did such a beautiful job. I said, I'm telling you right now, I'm just stealing it. Though we're gonna make things a little bit tealish, more tealish than the blue. Super pretty. I really liked, she did kind of this marbly look on the sunflower. Man, when one of you guys do it and knock it out of the ballpark, it just makes my life so much easier. Okay, here we go. So I have primary blue, whoops, hold on. It's supposed to be the really dark blue, it is. From Deco Art, and then I have some turquoise. I make the turquoise myself, and it is basically just a combination of dark blue and dark green. But I'm gonna add a little more blue to it. See what we get. If we don't like it, it's okay. We can use this paint somewhere else. It's cold. It's May, hello, 19th, my younger brother's birthday. Happy birthday, Michael. Happy birthday to you, but it's cold out there. Okay, the turquoise has a primer base in it. There we go. So what do I mean by that? It's gonna keep things a little on the pastel-y side. And if it's too pastel-y for me, it's okay, I'll figure it out. I'm kind of liking that color. And you can take a big paintbrush. It's just a little damp, and just get it done. I think this would be really pretty with some sunflowers on the hat. So you may see that I go rogue. When I'm finished with mine, I'm gonna put it on the website also. That's where Miranda's is. You can use it for inspiration. She's so nice. But I think I may just go ahead and paint some sunflowers on here. At least that's what I think that flower is. Sunflowers are Sydney's favorite. I'm trying to get to a nice spot here. There we go. Miranda, I think I matched your color pretty good. I don't know if she's watching or not. Maybe she'll watch a replay. I have to give credit where credit is due. This would look great with a burgundy hat. You probably shouldn't paint yours like this, where it's propped and you're pressing down. It could be snap. I'm well aware of that. Probably gonna do it, but I wanted to prop it up so you guys could see a little bit more. Go ahead and paint it as many times as you want. Get that color you're looking for. As a you can make changes. Okay, well, I'm not even thinking about that. Okay, I see there's another comment, but Facebook is being kind of weird today. It's saying I'm a moderator and not the admin of the page. Whatever. Sometimes it comes across my phone though. So go ahead and leave your comments if you have any questions about this. This could be on the back side of one of your other projects. You guys have really embraced the door hanger or the porch leaners. I did throw it out there like, would you guys be interested? Having to go down to Home Depot and get your own board. And you guys said immediately, yes, absolutely, we will. And it's got, you know, I think porch cleaners are a top product in our shop. What we are working on, though we're still a little bit away, is an interchangeable for the seasons. Okay, so it's not quite blue, it's not quite turquoise. I was trying to match Miranda's painting. Okay, so inside the sunflower, I'm going with sunflower. It's beautiful. I'm going to go ahead and make some more. It is just primary blue and then a turquoise I made, but Deco Art does make a turquoise. Don't want to fill your holes up. A sponge would be okay. So we're officially out of football season. What are you guys all doing with your Sundays? I know if you have kids, you're probably running them to games. Okay. So you want to be careful when the paint drips through that you're not putting it on your board and kind of making a mess. So I like it to just fully dry because I'm very messy. And then the summer is the same color, and you see, once you get that board done, once you organize these, how fast this goes. I'm gonna go ahead and get a makeup sponge and just get these done. Add as many coats as you want. Sweet. So I'm really kind of bouncing more than I'm brushing. So I don't know, is Colleen here today? She just got a pretty big surprise in her yard. I'm sure she'll share with everybody, but oh my gosh. I think we could all use a little love like that. The dogs are being great. Here, John inside. We use Sundays as family days and catching up days, catching up around the house, to shop if we're behind. We're caught up now. We had the buy one, get one half sale a couple weeks ago. We got a little behind with that. All caught up again. Sweet. The shoes are really cute. Oh, I see. So Miranda chose to use her shoe, not like this, but let me see if I'm doing it right. Like this, so he's taller, and that's totally acceptable. It threw me for a second. I was like, what's going on with that shoe, Miranda? But she figured it out, gave him a little bit more height. She doesn't want to shorten him. Oh my gosh. No, I'm not going to say anything because he's downstairs. I can hear him. I'll save that secret for later. Okay. So the first coat is doing pretty darn good, mainly because my teal has a really nice primer in it. I really have a mom bob today. I'm not sure what's going on. Ta-da! I kind of wanted one that went like at an angle, and Sabrina said, Mom, that's a Karen haircut. Whatever, Sabrina. That's okay. I don't have anything against Karen. I have lots of good Karens in the world. Okay. Paint this as many times as you want. I'm obviously not going to do that here on this video. If you're just joining now, we are painting our Hello Summer Gnome porch cleaner. My porch cleaner is back there. I painted it brown and streaked it with bright 24 karat gold. Just gives it a little something extra. I painted my hat, the inside of my sunflower, the bottom of the feet, and the word sama. Sama. I'm trying to figure out where to put this. Okay, we'll just do this. Nope. Okay, let's go ahead and start on the hat because I have a style I like when I do beards, and I'm happy to show you what I do. We also have a really short video on YouTube that shows you how to do the beards. Our way. I'm sure you have your own way too, but if you wanted to do it our way, we have a video that shows you. So I want to start with a base coat. I want to start with a base coat of gray. I have a paint bucket right here. So I'm going to get black. Well, there's cream if you wanted cream. White. And my butt's up in the air. The whole world to see. And a medium gray. Let me get my pokey tool here and unplugs paint. So I'm just going to do the base coat for now. Then it's going to dry, and then we're going to come in and do all the texture that makes it look like hair. So you could use a smooth paintbrush, like a 3/4 flat, which is what I normally do, but mine are all put away. I started cleaning. I'm getting the 3/4 flat. I want a nice smooth background. Actually, the one I have is a 1 inch, I believe. There it is. Nice. It's so cold. I have shorts on, but I'm sitting here freezing. But once you get out of the yoga pants and you get into the shorts, you're like, freedom! Freedom of movement. I have a question for all you yoga wearing mamas. When did yoga pants go from comfortable to Spanx? So instead of being comfortable, they're now holding everything in. It's probably a good thing, but in the long run, if I'm wearing them all day, then I'm kind of achy. But they used to be just comfort wear. And I'm not finding that to be the case anymore. Oh, okay, well, don't do that. That's a good blooper reel. Good for the bloopers. I think it may be raining. Oh, thank God, we need it so bad. We didn't get a lot of snowpack here in the Spokane Valley this year, up in the hills, and my parents in Montana and the irrigators, they didn't get a lot of snowpack either, so everyone's panicking. Okay, so if you've spilled down the side, it's completely up to you if you want to paint the side, or what Colleen does is she mixes up a dark brown to match and then goes and touches up her work so that the side remains dark brown. Okay, hold on a second. A big old bottle of paint. I wish there was a clogless paint, and I've tried them all. Okay, that's gonna dry. I'm gonna come in and paint my flower, give it a base coat. The nose, remember this piece is included, but it's really just holding everything together. At one point, maybe we'll just disclude it. It's not needed for this project, or maybe if you get one, you can do something else with it. Right now, it's included just because we haven't completely worked out all the details on this guy, but I don't think, it's the byproduct of cutting out the center and then that. So right now, it's there. So skin tone, you can just mix brown and white, add a dot of black if you have darker skin tone. A lot of people like to make the peachy type of skin tone. I have some here. Just because it's summer and we want him to be sun-kissed. Come on, everything is plugged up. So I am using Melon. Make sure that's clean. Just putting a little in with my white. I mean, you needed just a little bit. Just to make them kind of peachy. I'm trying to remember which part of it goes up and what part goes down. Hold on a second. I don't think it really matters. But I want the top part to be a little bit more lighter in color because, you know, the sun is hitting them there. There's no brim. on his hat. So I just made it kind of sun-kissed, kind of peachy. Normally I do brown and white. Just kind of giving it a little extra sun-kissed. So what are you guys doing with your Sunday? I'm just pulling it up. I am not sure. I'm not sure what that person's doing. It logged me out. Here we go. A couple comments. Hey Michelle, how are you? Thanks for just painting away. I'm gonna give it a nice, I don't want it super bright yellow. Like to me, my sunflower, I don't want primary yellow. Maybe you do. A really great sunflower could also be, you know, a nice orange. Wow, it's like got a flood. It goes from one extreme to the other. Instead, oh, you know what? I have my clementine. I know, right? I'm in here going through everything. I have my deep yellow. There we go. So the deep yellow that I use is a little bit and a bright yellow. And then I have my clementine. I make those colors myself. I did add a little bit too much, what's the word? Orange to this. So let me see. It might be a really good base coat though. Oh, actually it came out great. I love it. Okie-dokie. I guess I was thinking about something else. Having a fun time painting today. This is one of our new offerings. Yellow is always such a wimpy pigment. You could paint this yellow and gray first. You could paint it brown and really make the flower drabish though. So we have a little bit of a primer in this particular yellow, in the deep yellow, so it helps. But I'm still gonna need 2 coats. So you have a couple choices. Sponges, which is lots of really light application, or a paintbrush where you're gonna put on more paint at a time, but you really wanna smooth it down. Try to pick a good yellow for that blue. I should talk to Miranda. She's the one who painted this. And you can't, I don't know if you can see it, but she has some great texture on that flower. There's a couple different ways you could do it. You could do it with a knife, a painting knife. You could do it with a sponge. You could do it with a paper towel. Not do it if you don't like it. But you're gonna have to start with a base coat, maybe 2. I'd say the temperature dropped. That rain dropped the temperature big time. Nothing like a nice rainy day to stay inside and paint. And when I'm done painting, I'm thinking cuddle up. Sabrina should be done. She went to her home. She went to see her grandparents in Montana to check on them. Hey Mom, if you're watching, she's just spying on you guys. I'm not doing much today. Oh, I almost grabbed the wrong yellow. Oh. Some people spray paint these pieces. They like that high gloss, quick and easy. They get that intense pigment. And it's typically oil-based. Typically, not always. All right, so that's the first color. First coat. It looks brighter in the camera. I'm seeing that now, but it is a deeper, and it's just because my studio lights are shining right on them. So fun. How fun is that? I already have my backer board ready to go. It's a nice medium brown with 24 karat gold brush through because I'm a little extra. Okay, and then the hello, I'm going to paint in Clementine. Just another one of our fashion colors that we create. It's pretty bright. Oh, someone's cooking something. Okay, so here I know right off the top of my head that the primer on this particular one is a little wimpier, so I'm gonna have to paint it a couple times. On most of the warm colors, that's the case, with the exception of like burgundy. Wow, something smells divine. Don't paint hungry. Don't paint hangry. That's gonna be my next t-shirt. Don't paint hangry. Bring tacos. Oop. Got a little Klingon. Hey, Ange. You sprinkled. Thank you so much, Ange. What are you doing today, hun? It's raining like crazy. Waiting for Sabrina to come back. She went. We're empty nesting this weekend. I don't like it at all. I mean, at first I was like, woohoo! And now I'm like, it's quiet. Even the dogs are behaving today. I'm just kind of waiting for her to come home. I wanted to paint this so that everyone who wanted could have the resource on our YouTube channel. Because it always makes it a lot easier. And then the other thing, maybe you guys can help me with this, is lots of people are watching them, but then I get, not that I mind you, I get a lot of communication a week, like the legs and whatever. When we do have the video and people know we have the video, maybe we just need maybe we need to like condense that video down or something. I don't know. People are busy. I know if I print it out, my girls always say, nobody reads anymore, Mom. They all call me Mom. Nobody reads anymore. They want bullet points. And plus, you know, I don't want to have to print up directions for everything. The baby I watch is my oldest, Sydney. She doesn't live at home anymore. She's married. She's someone else's problem. This is Sabrina. She's 17 now. Okay, I'm gonna dry this really quick. And I could have just stuck with the yellow, but I really like the yellow and what I call Clementine. I have to give our paint colors that we come up with a really fun name for paint parties. Otherwise, some women who don't paint all the time, they'll come up and they'll see the 3 yellows and they'll grab a different one than they had the time before. But if it had a fun name, you know, like kiwi or, you know, the Clementine, food names, tell me about it. They'll remember which one they grabbed. And it just helps with not having so much confusion. Okay, I'm just gonna paint that one again, one more time. This is probably where I'd use some glitter. Thinking some glitter. I'm rethinking my shoes though. I really love my shoes for the 4th of July gnome. I happen to have that right here. And they're more like booties. I totally get that. But I just felt like, oh, can you guys see that? They had a little bit more going on than just being one straight color. So I would wait to see what I end up with. You can keep, that's why I love the wood projects. You can keep it super simple, or you can, if you're super artsy fartsy, you can knock it out of the ballpark. I'm thinking, and what color should we make the butterfly? It's all one. It's just, it's not even etched. It's very, very simple. So far we have this tealish dark blue, but I might draw or paint some little sunflowers on it. And then I have deep yellow and then Clementine. So, you know, right off the top of my head, I'm thinking this will be green. So this will be bright green. So I'm thinking hot pink. Here, I got the troll head. Hot pink maybe for the butterfly. Maybe a lighter purple. Angie, you're soaking your toe. Did that come out right? You're soaking your toe. I'm not laughing at you. That just, I'm like, what? You're soaking your toe. Did you, I don't know. Why are you soaking your toe, girl? Blue or orange butterfly? Blue or orange, but a different blue or orange. I'm gonna take orange out of the equation. I'm gonna put it away. Let me see, I have, okay, they are turquoise, yes. Here's the Bluesy Goosey, and then this one is Island Blue, which is a really nice light blue. And I may, do I have any glitter here? I have some glitter. This one is, oh, this one might be too drab for this painting, but waterfall. I don't know if you guys can see that. It's kind of a grayish blue with some, what I would call waterfall glitter. It's actually ocean. That's pretty similar. Purple, Michelle's like, purple. We're doing purple. Okay, Michelle, we're gonna do purple. I'm okay with the purple. Okay, so let's go ahead and do this guy. We get all of the orange out, or I'd end up making brown on my stem, which is probably not a bad thing. So I have kiwi. I'm gonna bring out some dark green too. So Paint Party Kiwi. It's just a nice, bright green. Remember, my board's kind of dark. You can see it behind me over there. I'm gonna go mostly light because this has so much yellow in it. You guys know what that means. I could have put a darker green base on it and then came in. Oh, why didn't I do that? Just not thinking right. That smell. I don't know what he's cooking. It smells so good. Smells. Hey Brenda, Brenda's in the house. How you doing, girl? It's a gnome. I knew when you said, hey, so I did a poll and I said, should I do the 4th of July? It's a non-gnome porch cleaner or the gnome, and she said no. I was like, Brenda's gonna be here. She's gonna be here. She likes her gnomes. So does Angie. This is pretty bright. I may put some darker green in here just a little bit. Michelle says, hey, we're gonna do a purple butterfly. I have purple, it's more lavender, but I'm just thinking, what if we made more of a plum looking purple, which is magenta, and that. So I have the Passion Punch. Remember, we gotta keep the names pretty fun for the girls. There's some purple. Let's check it out. I add a little pink at a time. If I don't love it, Brenda's like, purple. If I don't love it, I have a deeper purple, but again, my board's pretty dark. Ooh, you know what? Let's do this. My paintbrush has too much water. Let's pick up pink and purple and just smush it on there like it's almost tie-dyed. Don't over blend it or it'll just be one color. Ta-da! I'll come in and define it. It looks like a big blob right now. So it's kind of a pinkish purple. If I hate it, it's paint, y'all. It's just paint. We're just gonna go back over and fix it. Okay, did I do everything but the legs? I've done everything but the legs. Okay, so funny. I'm gonna put my shoes the way that I would normally do it. So I got the legs, and then I also have the you did a white beard only, go ahead and do that. Everyone knows how I like to do my beards. I like them to be a little on the wispy side. And so we're gonna do a wet on wet technique. So it has the first base coat in there. The next base coat is just gonna be just some gray and dry. It's gonna move kind of quick. And you can do, paintbrush is drying out. You can do half the beard, but then the other half might not match. So I like to just kind of quickly go in. The wood's covered already, so it's not as thirsty. You guys know what I mean, right? When it's like, so this layer of paint's gonna sit on top just a little bit. But if you just wanna paint it white or gray, go ahead, or black. But I like mine to be like a silver fox. Oh, Brenda, you're so sweet. You're so uplifting. You never have anything mean to say. I did have a meanie last week. I normally don't have a meanie, or maybe 2 weeks ago. I don't normally have meanies. Everyone's just always so kind. Well, it wasn't this time. Okay, so a couple ways I like to do it is I just like to take a chip brush while it's wet. I'm going to start with white. I'm going to come in, take most of it off, and just, I'm going to come up, I'm going to come down. I'm just putting some texture in. I don't like that. So the great teachable moment, what I want to do is start off the board both directions. So you don't have this big area where it's gray, and then all of a sudden you have this white line where stuff is happening. Okay, so today it's drying pretty quick. I'm happy with that. I'm gonna bounce most everything off and do it with black. Just a little bit. Sometimes I start with black. So I'm just kind of putting in curvy line texture. So basically beards are 3 steps for me. The backer board, the base coat, what do you want to call it? And then the medium texture, which is what I'm doing now. But we're not done. And here, you could be done. You could be like, I love it. I want it just like that. Don't play around anymore. I'm looking on here and that looks like a big peat pile. So if you have an area that you put too much love, you can just go in and put some more gray in there. It's completely fine. It's just paint. So the next step is I'm going to just take a really skinny paintbrush. I always like to use my finger. Also, I'm going to take some watered down black. It's watered down. And I'm just going to come in and just do some squiggly lines. Sometimes I like to take my finger and blend it in. Now, a couple looks ridiculous. So get in there, put in a few 20, 30 lines. So each section kind of has this curvy little line. I really went through all my black. All right, then I like to do it with white. I take some white, I water it down. Kind of the same thing. Oop, oop. And if you have one that's really ugly, you can just kind of cut it in half, misdirection. But I have videos on how I do my beards. If you want to spend a little bit of time figuring it out, you could do it on mixed media paper, an extra piece of wood. And then finally, what I like to do is with the watered down black, and you don't have to do this, is paints down, is I like to, where the sections are, I like to come in and bring them up. I like to take my finger and mix it, blend it in. If it's too dry, I just dip my finger in a little gray. It helps that black be a little smeary. It's my trick. You don't have to do it, you don't like it. And honestly, it's a lot easier to do on a large surface like this. I definitely don't do this on my tier trays. But I like to get in there, live on my work, leave a little DNA behind. But if this is too much for you, you're not ready to do it, then by all means don't do it. I would say if you are trying it and it's not looking the way you want it, I would say you didn't put enough number 2 or even number 3. So the first coat being the base, the second being the texture, the smaller lines, and then the third being these lines. So if you don't have enough, it does look a little silly. So I'm just coming in and putting like just tiny, tiny, tiny little lines. You could stop at any time. How do I know when to stop? My grandma Toots in my ear, and Grandma Toot, her name was Geneva, love that name, but everyone called her Susie Toots, and she always said, if you have to ask yourself if you need more, you should probably stop. That's your brain throwing up a caution sign. I use that for everything. She was talking perfume. But I ask myself all the time, you know, like bad choices in men when I was younger. Here we go. Ta-da. Now when I'm holding it up, I can see that there's a little space there. It could use a little love, but that's going to make that guy. He's going to be fantastic. Ta-da. I'll play around with him a little bit longer. Okay, so the only thing else we have left are the legs. And in the photo, they are alternating between the dark teal blue that I made and white, but you don't have to. In fact, I might bring out cream. My door hanger, porch cleaner, faces where the wind comes, so it brings a lot of dirt. So if I paint it white, it's gonna look dingy and dirty a couple days into it. Hold on, I'm gonna just refresh really quick, see if I'm missing anybody's comment. Boom, boom, boom. Okay, oh, there's a lot of comments all of a sudden. Okay, getting on there. Oh, thanks, Michelle, you're so sweet. Oh, hey, Sherry, how are you? You went out of town, I hope you had a good time. Okay, it's not allowing me to see all the comments. Thank you, Facebook. Okay, so the first ones are gonna be that blue, then I'm coming in with a little cream. We're alternating. Cream also has a better base coat in it. So my cream, I call it vanilla cream, but it's very, very similar to Deco Art's buttermilk. We make it with white, brown, and yellow. That can't, how weird, okay. This one stops with the yellow, or I'm sorry, with the cream. Part of me wants to be like, no, throw an extra leg piece in there. We need them all to kind of stop with the dark blue. All right, and you could add as many coats as you want. I'm gonna pull out my porch cleaner board here, and we're gonna start putting this together. Now remember, I haven't done all the little doodads that you're gonna see with my finished result. Okay, let me just clean up. Everything's sticking together. All right, garbage. All right, here we go. I grab my board. I'm gonna end up putting the 4th of July on the back side of this. I wanna make sure you can see all of it. Let's talk about some spacing. Okay. So you want to make sure your pieces are dry before you do this step. Otherwise, if there are, I mean, check both sides. Otherwise, if there's blue or whatever color in the back side, you're going to end up with that on your piece, on your board. And then when you go, case in point, and then when you go to move things around, you're going to have to touch up your board. And I really like my board. I'm drying the back side. It's the back side of water. Make sure that this isn't going to transfer. I think it is. What about that? We're good. I think this needs to move over just a little bit. Okay. Ta-da! So with this designer, the spacing between is what's going to be its outline, really. I'm going to come in and do some fun stuff with this. Go like that. Come on. So does that need to go down a little bit? Okay, so it has a, let's see. I'm just looking real quick to see if it goes into any particular one. There we go. I'm just gonna move that, move this. Oh, I see. Hold on. This came at an angle. I don't know, do we need all that space? I don't like my pieces to hang off the board by much. And the reason why is then they become very susceptible to breakage. Well, I'm going to play around with that a little bit. Placement. I don't know that I have to be that high. Let's see, we still have words that we have to put in. Okay, words and feet. Careful when you take the tape off because, uh-oh. I need to go in and see if this is dry. Hold on a second. And the butterfly. Fly away, butterfly. You see the butterfly. It matches the wood too much. I thought it might. So I'm probably going to brighten it up. I can do that with glitter. Don't you worry. We got glitter. Going in. It is not dry. If I put that on my board, it's going to be my problem. What do you guys think? Kind of fun? Now Miranda did a lot of highlighting on her hat. I may do that, but I also thought about putting some flowers on it. So hello, it's gonna go there. Summer, I'm reaching in, finding my center for my flower. It just goes in there like that. If you want, you can use that little sun, but honestly, I don't know if that's gonna be included in the other ones. He just gave me the whole thing. Plus it's very fragile. Very, very fragile. Here we go. Okay, so Miranda put her feet, her shoes like this. Okay, super cute. I like that too. But because I think I'm running out of space, come spring, I'm gonna have to do mine. Okay, here's summer. I can still move you around. I like to have a little space there. Okay. I think I can move up. We can move up. Okay, so remember, everything is left. This tiny little piece goes in this dicky. I call it a dicky. It's a boy. Okay. Starts there. Next piece. Again. You can add a little space if you have it. I don't always leave enough space. Just just to make them really long-legged if you wanted to. That is up to you, or yours can touch, it's okay. You decide, it's your gnome. Okay, now this goes up here. Boom. But let me show you on the other side what Miranda did. A little different. I like different. Different is good. Okay, this goes, it just slides in here. The next one is a little triangular. Like I said, we have these glue dotted down, and you'll just grab them, stick them on your tape. Oh, those don't. Let's go up. I want them to match. Matchy match. Okay, so I was going to do mine like this, which is how I would consider, you know, like a normal gnome or whatever. She did it like this. Still cute though, right? Like he's on high heels. I think that's stinking cute. Okay. Now I can see that he can slide down some. Here's my summer. I'm not going to take it off the tape just yet. He can slide down. I like a little space at the bottom if I can have it, because sometimes I like to put flowers around. Hello, summer. There you go. Come on down. And for my backer board, I used our brown, and then I finished it up with the bright yellow I had. It kind of looks like 24 karat, super bright, but it's way cheaper than the 24 karat. Okay. This is a 1 inch wide by 12 inches, and it measures 11, but at the hardware store, it says 12 inches. So 1 by 12, it is 5 feet. They come in 6, so that means you will have to have them cut it off a little bit, or some people like to use the whole thing and they add little doodads to it, and that's fine. Sweet. But all you have to do is flutter your eyelashes. Oh, please. And then they'll fix it for you. So, I guess I could probably put that on the hat. I haven't decided what I want to do. I have to do all the extra stuff, the highlighting, the dots we like to do because they're super fun. But I wanted to get this done with you guys, and you'll see my final masterpiece on our website when we get done. And I'm sure I'll share it also at Facebook. But you guys have a great rainy Sunday. Show me what you're working on. Have a good day. Bye-bye.